The Mob Museum is celebrating National Moonshine Day, and that's because their speakeasy brews award-winning varieties of the tipple.
So who better to chat about it than the museum's Senior Director of Food and Beverage, Clint Thomas. Good morning.
Clint. Hi, good morning.
It's great to have you in. We're talking some fun moonshine.
Oh, yeah.
So just the words of that really brings up a lot of connotations. What's the history and what exactly are you doing to celebrate?
Yeah, so moonshine itself is alcohol in its most basic form, really. It's, unaged corn whiskey, and really it's just from corn mash distilled 2 times and bottled. And moonshine was very popular during Prohibition because of how fast you could make it.
Yeah. How do you guys distill it? Are you doing it in a bathtub? Are you doing it secretly behind the museum?
Classic way.
At night, beyond the watchful gaze? Oh, seriously, how do you make it? And what's the process you guys are using?
Yeah, so the museum, we have our distillery in the basement, the underground distillery, and we make our moonshine out of corn. So the process is you take a ground corn and you heat it with water. That's your mash. You heat that up to release the sugars. You take that and you put it in a fermentation tank and and add yeast and let the yeast convert the sugar into alcohol. At that point, it's pretty low-grade alcohol. You take that and you distill it. We distill it twice, and you really just want to keep the hearts of it, the best of the distillation, and that is our moonshine.
Nice.
Well, for someone who's never tried moonshine,
hang on a second.
What's the best way to taste it?
The best.
Wait, this back up 1 second. You've never tried moonshine before?
No, I said it's someone.
For someone.
For someone.
Wait,
are you putting me on blast?
No, I thought you were putting yourself on blast by saying for someone who hasn't tried it.
I said for someone.
Okay.
So the best way to taste moonshine is to drink it in moderation, but drink it quickly.
Oh, moderation.
But we actually have a few different moonshines. We have our signature moonshine, which is just unaged corn whiskey at 100 proof. So that's the stuff that you've heard about, the stuff that really has the where it gets the nickname White Lightning.
And also, just very quickly, that's an international award-winning moonshine.
Yes, we won gold, double gold for our moonshine.
Double gold.
And then we have a few flavors. We have our vanilla, our huckleberry, ginger jake, and our fuzz, which is peach.
Beautiful.
Well, what are you going to be making today?
Yeah.
Today I'm going to make a cocktail based off of our signature moonshine called the Moonshine Mayhem. And what we do is we take our signature moonshine and we infuse it for a week with pineapple, cardamom, lemon peel, and Earl Grey tea.
Ooh.
And so this cocktail is pretty simple. Starts with brown sugar simple, and it's 3/4 of an ounce.
So this would be one of the drinks you guys would be serving to celebrate?
We do. We serve this drink on our menu every day,
right.
And then to celebrate this weekend, we have 15% off all of our moonshine retail bottles.
Oh,
Get some of
nice.
that. Very cool. So what else are we putting in here?
So you've got brown sugar simple, pineapple juice, and then that Moonshine Mayhem infusion.
Moonshine Mayhem infusion.
Yeah, that's the one that's been sitting there with the juice, right?
That's right.
Fermenting. Give it a good shake.
Yeah.
Good shake.
People, like you said, people can come in and buy these mason jars of.
They can. So you can come in. You can do the tour of the distillery, which you learn about distillation, but you also learn about rum running, bootlegging, things like that. How illegal alcohol was getting into America during Prohibition. And you get to taste all the moonshine.
You guys also have these really cute mini ones
little
here.
flights.
It's like a flight, but you can also travel with these.
Yeah, so we have the 50 milliliter bottles in all the flavors. That pack there, you can pick any 3 flavors you like. And the great thing about that, is it fit in the suitcase. It'll go past TSA. You're all good there.
Good for business trips, like pre-meeting, whether the meeting went well or really well, depending on which one you have afterwards.
Yeah.
And sometimes if the meeting went bad.
I like all
all 3 if the meeting went bad.
Yeah. I really like all the really cool touches that you guys do. This is something of an example here where I think it's an old-fashioned that comes in this.
So I don't want to ruin the surprise, but yeah, so the book safe is part of the cocktail program.
Yeah, it's very cool. The museum's cool, but the distillery and the speakeasy downstairs, you guys stay open past the museum closing too.
Yeah, so the museum closes every day at 9, but the speakeasy is open to midnight, Thursday through Sunday. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, we do live entertainment.
Very cool. People need to check it out. Yeah, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Guys, celebrate National Moonshine Day every day through June 8th at the Underground Speakeasy inside the Mob Museum, and take advantage of the 15% off all flights and bottled moonshine.
Why not check out the rest of the facilities while you're there? So to plan your visit, just head to themobmuseum.org.